Alright guys, so this is one of those shoes that when I saw the pictures, I had to have it. It was one of my favorite models, if not my favorite model to release last year. This particular colorway was a PE and now it's moved on to a general release, or I guess as general as it can be, but it might be the best version of the shoe. And this is going to be the Adidas Anthony Edwards 1 in a 3SSB colorway. Let's get into it. What's going on, everybody? It's Mike from the Sneaker History Podcast, and we are back with another video. Guys, thank you so much for joining. I really do appreciate you guys. And you know what? As I'm looking at my screen right now, I think we are 39 subscribers away from 5,000. I just wanted to let y'all know, give y'all a status update because we're getting close. And I really do appreciate you guys for being a part of the channel. I appreciate you guys for sticking around and coming back for another video time and time again. So just want to thank you guys as we keep getting closer and closer to that 5,000 mark because it's crazy just to see how far we've come. So really do appreciate you guys. And keeping up with that excitement is the shoe we're looking at. Guys, you saw the intro already. Yes, we're looking at an Anthony Edwards 1 from Adidas. And yes, they've been pumping out a lot of these bad boys. But this one colorway, it was a PE as a mid. Adidas decided to release it as a low, which I think is even better. I think the low is even more wearable casually. And again, it's gonna be the Anthony Edwards 1 in a 3SSB colorway, or was it 3 Stripe Select Basketball colorway. So this is from a camp that Adidas puts on, and this was the shoe they gave out as the PE for the attendees. And this, look guys, absolutely, positively, and I'll say this, I'll put on the screen, the best, we'll put best colorway of the AE1 to this point. And I have to say, I think they should end on this one right here. I know there's a couple more supposed to release, but this would have been an amazing grand finale for the AE1 if they wanted to. Boom, last colorway, let's move into the 2. This is such a cool look, and it makes it better with just the way the AE1 is made up, because of like the TPU cage, the different materials. It just looks so good. And put in this kind of cotton candy, like kind of tie-dye. It looks like they ice-dyed it. This is absolutely a beautiful sneaker and perfect for springtime, which we're into now. So this, they have a winner here. I know there's been some AE1 fatigue, but guys, this sneaker right here, this is absolutely the one we've been waiting for when it comes to the different AE1s that's been coming out. Now, I can speak highly of this thing all day, but let's break it down. Let's talk about it because this is actually my first AE1 low, or Anthony Edwards 1 low, and I noticed a couple differences. Now, first things first, of course, we got the height difference here, but the big thing for me, and we'll talk about the rest of the shoe, of course, but I want to talk about the cushioning. So as you see with the AE1, the mid here, there's no branding, but with here we get light boost. Now, from my understanding, the mid full boost slab in here, super soft, very comfortable. I don't remember how to break this in so much, but I put this one on just to make sure it fit before doing a video, of course, and doing an on foot for you guys. But this one is not as soft as this one. Now this one looks way better as a low, but the mid is definitely softer. I don't know why the laces are just flapping around. Sorry about that, guys. But this mid, but the low is not nearly as comfortable. And I think it's because of the light strike, because light strike is typically a little bit more dense than the boost. So, and you'll see that, I feel like this is like light strike poking out here. So you see it right here poking out. And again, you'll see the difference in firmness. So like, look, if I'm pressing down on that, if you guys can, let me make sure that is zoomed in on there for you. So you see it's a little firmer right there. But when we go to the boost, a whole lot softer. So what I'm thinking on the AE1 low is that we're gonna get heel boost, and then forefoot and everything else, mid to forefoot in the light strike. So that is, I'm guessing it just, they don't provide the best description on the Adidas website, so this is me guessing and just how it feels on foot, because when I put this on, of course I'm not playing basketball at the moment, so I am kind of just like walking on, on everything, like flat-footed, I guess. And I felt this one immediately soft, but this one had, again, just a more firmness. It felt like it needs to break in a little bit before it really gets to whatever responsiveness and like sponginess is supposed to have. So I'm gonna wear this a bit more and we'll see what's going on there. But nevertheless, this was meant for casual use for me anyway. I mean, I play ball in the mids, maybe I'll play in these, but I don't want to mess these up. So probably will never see the basketball court, honestly, so it is what it is. But as we get to the AE1, of course, the big thing with this sneaker is going to be the wings, the cage, whatever you want to call it. It's kind of this TPU material up top. And what they've done with this one, and again, they put this pink, blue, orange, yellow, green, just again, kind of this cotton candy pattern all through it here, which it just pops so well in that material. I love the way they do it because with the kind of tie-dye they put here, that multicolor, when they put it on this cage, look like they maybe put it on like a white base cage, and it's very light. It just looks good. It looks like just the transition of color is so nice on it. And with the cage, of course, it does provide lateral support as you're moving side to side in a shoe playing basketball. So although it looks really good and cool, it does serve and provide a pretty solid purpose. So really cool that they were able to incorporate that as not just a performance feature, but also a feature of aesthetic as well. Now under that, you're gonna have a mesh that is gonna be, again, that multicolor going all up and down the eyelet area here. And with the eyelet, you're going to have plastic inserts to make sure you're not going to be ripping through that mesh whenever you're playing or, you know, trying to tie these tighter. It's going to provide some security, making sure nothing's broken through there. Now the laces, you're going to get two sets of laces with this one. First off, you're going to have the flat rainbow style laces here. And I don't, you know, this is one of those laces I feel like they make them apart pretty easy. They feel pretty smooth, so hopefully not. But if you rather the rope lace, there is that style in here, which I'm glad they put the extra lace. I feel like not all the AE1s have the extra laces like it should, but we have a white rope lace right here, which I feel like it would pop really nicely, but I gotta leave the multicolor laces in. Those are super cool. Now, of course, on the top of the toe box here, still gonna have that kind of fused TPU covering right here, just providing some protection just for toe drag and things like that on the court. And the tongue itself is still going to be kind of that neoprene setup with a mesh backing. That's going to be done up in the, again, multicolored print we're going to see, along with the Anthony Edwards logo up top on the pink pull tab, or I guess lavender pull tab, whatever color you want to call that. Inside the sneaker, we're going to get that same multicolor throughout, which is really cool. Usually with this kind of shoe, you're not going to get that same like creative pattern inside your shoe, but you got the same thing inside. Look at that. It's really cool. And as you pull out the insole, you're going to have, again, same deal on the insole as well. Now I'll tell you, this is a pretty weak sock liner. Looks dope, but it's pretty weak. I mean, this is definitely one, if you're a real hooper out there, I would replace this with something more comfortable. But again, I'm not gonna be playing basketball in these most likely. If I do, well, I'll cross that bridge when we get to it. Now let me get that back in there. Good Lord, I swear. Almost 6 years of doing this, I still can't get an insole in right. Terrible. Now, our heel tab is going to be multicolored as well. This one won't be pink or lavender like the tongue. This one's going to have more of the green, blue, yellow on it. And you're going to have that heel cup that you're going to see in all the AE1s. This one's going to be done in a clear pink, which looks super nice, with the white Adidas logo on it as well, which those two play off each other well. That clear pink and that solid white, perfect match to pop on a sneaker. Of course, that's going to be covering up some more mesh you're going to get on the back of the sneaker as well. Again, more that multicolored pattern. And as we talked about before, you're going to get your outsole, which is going to provide you with a window that's going to say light boost, which again, I think that's just a way of describing the light strike and boost combination. I haven't heard of light boost before. I know there is the jet boost. I know there's boost, but I hadn't heard of light boost. So I'm assuming it's speaking of the mixture of the light strike and boost, but you guys correct me if I'm wrong if there is a light boost. Now, as we get to the outsole, we're gonna have kind of this milky gray, translucent-ish, semi-translucent outsole. It's gonna have that exaggerated herringbone pattern with the slits in it where you can see the torsion plate inside, which is done up in kind of like this X pattern, which is cool because when it's done up like that, it lets you really spread your foot out more, and it's not just limiting you right in the middle. It's gonna give you more surface area coverage with the torsion plate. So it's really cool to have that there, and of course through that you can see the cushioning, if you get close enough, of the shoe. Now this one fits just like the normal AE1 or Anthony Edwards one, and I went true to size on it. Fits perfect for me. I know some people like to go half size down. If that's the case, if you're not sure, try it on. These are available pretty much everywhere now. They're not as hard to find as they used to be. Now this color on the other hand, I think this one, from my understanding, it is going to release in Atlanta first on 4/4 or 4/04 day, and then it should have a wider release on April 12th. Now, the thing is, I haven't seen any websites advertising them to this point. So I went to the Adidas website. I didn't see it on the release calendar. I haven't seen it on Foot Locker at this point. So keep an eye out for it, because this might be one of those like surprise, like shop drop type of things. Now, I got this pair from Lee Baron. They actually did an app exclusive. So if you're not following Lee Baron, it's a local store out here in Texas, in the Houston area, Huntsville to be more specific. But I just went to their app one day, boom, it popped up there. I had to buy it, guys. And they, like they say, they want to make sure bots weren't getting it, so they did an app exclusive. So that was really cool to be able to have like kind of a no-nonsense drop and just kind of have it. I was surprised to see it. I was able to grab it, and 110 was the price point on these. These look good. I mean, again, I think this should be the end of the AE1 here. If it is, this is the perfect way to finish it off. The AE2, I'm looking forward to it. I've seen the full picture now. I'm not mad at it. I know it's not as eye-catching as the one, but I want to try it out. I'm really interested in it because it still looks good. It looks different than this, which I'm glad. I'm glad it's not just, oh, we just changed a little bit and it's the same shoe basically. They made some actual changes to the sneaker, which I'm pretty happy about. But I'm really here for the AE1 line. I'm here for Adidas basketball. They're doing some great things, and honestly, I think they're probably, of the big brands between them, Nike, I think that they're winning when it comes to on-court basketball right now. They're doing so many great things. All their shoes are different looking. There's not just the same like baseline for everything. So I'm really excited to see what more Adidas basketball has to do. And again, they did their thing with this Anthony Edwards one. So check it out. I will put a link like to GOAT or something. If I find anybody else's release information, I'll drop it down below. But you guys let me know what you think. Are you a fan of this AE1 with the 3 SSB colorway? You like it? You not like it? Do you have your pair already? Or are you sick of the AE1? Is it time to move on to the Anthony Edwards 2? Let me know down below. And until next time, guys, see ya.